Hello everyone, welcome back. In this Canva tutorial, I'm going to explain you about photo editing within Canva. So we have signed up for the free account of Canva and we are exploring all the free features that are available within Canva. Most of the very common features that will be really helpful for your business if you're a small business or entrepreneur, small company, or doing for your personal projects or company projects. So Canva offers a lot of free functionalities that we can go ahead and use, and photo editing is one of it. Now photo editing, there will be some bits and pieces as we have seen in other parts of Canva as well. There will be some bits and pieces that will be paid, but most of the required stuff for your photo editing will be available for free. So let's get started and understand about photo editor within Canva. Now photo editor is a new feature that has been added. If you see here on the main page itself, you will see all the details of major or commonly used features there. So you'll see that photo editor is the new one and the sheet is the new one, right? So in order to go ahead to the photo editor, say for example you are not able to see here, you can simply click on this plus sign here, click on create, and then you will see the photo editor in the list here. Okay, if you don't see in the list here, because this is dynamic list, might change, you just simply click on more and you will get all the details of the features in here. So now to get started, we'll simply select the photo editor from here, right, which is the shortcut. So we'll simply go ahead and select the photo editor. If you don't have any of the photos that you want to edit, you can go ahead and upload directly in the photo editor. So you have this upload button here. You simply click upload and select the photo from your desktop, right? So for example, you will see that these are some of the pictures. I can simply select a picture and then open. So I'll go ahead and open. It will upload the photo in the photo editor, or basically it will be available in the upload section. So any photo that you upload will be available in the upload section of Canva as well. Now this is within the photo editor, so straight away whatever you have uploaded will open the photo editor because you have started from the photo editor. Okay, so if I close this, and let me close this as well, and go to the uploads. So basically, if you say for example, I'll go to any design. I just want to show you that the photo that we have uploaded will be available to any design that you do within Canva across those designs, and then when you edit the photo and save it, will be available for all the designs, whether it's Facebook post or, so you'll see uploads here, and I recently uploaded this particular photo, right? So this is available there. So now let me close this and go back to the photo editor. So here let me select the existing photo that I had uploaded. So if I click on that, it will open this editor, and now let me walk you through step by step of the features that are available within photo editor. Okay, so now you will see select area. All right, we have all by default that is selected for this particular photo. Then we can click brush, foreground and background, right? These are the options. So for example, if I select background, you will see the background of the image will automatically get highlighted, and then based on the Magic Studio, now Magic Studio, most of the features are paid. For example, background remover or background generator, these are the paid tools. But then if you just simply want to remove the background, there are other free tools available, which I have explained in previous video. So if we simply have to go ahead and adjust the background, so we have selected the background and we go back here, you will see the adjust option is there, and in the adjust you will see you can select or you can control the brightness, contrast, highlight for the background that we have selected, right? The color, vibrance, etc. So you can go ahead and change the color, change the texture, sharpness of the background, right? So now everything that I'm doing is happening on the background. You'll see that I want more clarity in the background, so I go ahead and update that, right? I can put the numbers in there or simply by dragging and dropping the texture. So accordingly it will update the background. Similarly, if you go to the light section, I want background to be more bright, I select that brightness thing, or contrast, I select the contrast accordingly. If I want to highlight, I simply select highlight. Anything related to shadow, I go ahead with shadow and update that. Similarly, the temperature, the white balance, I want it to be a little warmer, then I go ahead and adjust the temperature. I can adjust the tint for the background, etc. Right? So these are the details that are available in the adjustment. Similarly, if I want to adjust the foreground, I select the foreground. Now you will see the foreground of the picture is selected automatically. I can adjust the temperature. Alright. So if I want it to be a little cold, the foreground, I can adjust the temperature accordingly, and then other features are as is in here. Okay, I can go ahead and do the color edit. So for example, this is the color that I want to choose. We go ahead and update the color and the saturation, right? You can go ahead and update or change the saturation and the color. Now moving to the brush. Okay, so if we select the brush here, so you can adjust the brush size. So now here I'll change the brush size to, say for example, 25, and according to what exactly you want to highlight or change, you can then select the brush size, right? So say for example, I want all the borders to be a little blurred here, so I'll go ahead and choose a brush size and then just highlight the image border with the brush that I selected, and then I can go ahead and you'll see I can adjust the brightness, the contrast, the sharpness, right? So accordingly, based on the selection that I did, the adjustment will happen for that particular selection. Right now, because I selected the border with the brush, so any changes that I am doing are for that particular area where the brush has been selected. Now here you will see click an area on the image to adjust it. So for example, I select a particular area on the image, then I can go ahead and adjust that particular area, right? So you can basically simply click on a particular area, it will highlight that particular area, and then you can go ahead and do the same adjustments that we selected or understood. In the all, it will go ahead and select the whole picture. So this is around the adjustment. Cropping of image is also very great feature. So you'll see that you have the aspect ratio original 1:1 or 16:9. So say for example, I want to select 1:1 cropping automatic. I'll simply select 1:1 and then I will see the square photo being selected, or 16:9. I go ahead and select and adjust. So simply left click on the image and then move up and down. It will move the image up and down accordingly, right? So if you move to the aspect ratio, accordingly you will see all the presets that are defined, and these are all free. Okay, then you have the rotate. Okay, if you want to rotate the image, then you simply go ahead and rotate the image. Okay, by left click on this particular icon, the slider, and moving right and left, it will rotate. Similarly, the perspective, the vertical, the horizontal, you can change the perspective, right? So for example, I want to change the horizontal perspective. I can go ahead and change the perspective accordingly. Once you are done, you simply go ahead and click on done. You have the smart crop feature as well. So if I simply go ahead and smart crop, you will see that automatically the crop has happened. Okay, but mostly if you are cropping and you have a specific requirement, simply go ahead, crop yourself and click on done. Okay, now this is what the image looks like after the cropping. So we have seen the cropping, we have seen the adjustment. Magic Studio, you have the options for background remover, background generator, eraser. All these are paid. So anything with the crown icon, you will see that they are paid. So mostly in the Magic Studio, you will see these are the paid features. So you don't need to worry about it. Background remover and generator, you can use other tools. So in that way, Canva becomes absolutely free for you. Alright. Now in the filters, you will see a lot of filters available, right? So for example, I want fresco or a Belvedere, or if you move to Luna. So these filters are by default available. So depending, say for example, you want to change the filter for your image, you can choose the filters and then also adjust the intensity. Okay, high intensity or low intensity using this particular slider. Then you have special effects feature as well, and most of it is free. So in the free account, you will see that we have a lot of special effects. So this face retouch, wherein you have the smooth skin, you can adjust based on the slider. Then you have the autofocus. So for example, you want to just focus on the foreground and autofocus, then simply select the autofocus and blur intensity, and the background will be blurred accordingly. Alright, then let me go to the autofocus. So you'll see that you can increase the focus position. So at the moment, this is the focus position. I want to increase the focus position to my full face. So you can adjust the slider accordingly, right? So something like that. Okay. Now moving to the next one, which is blur. So blur will blur the background. So for example, I want to select the brush. Okay. So I want to say, for example, select the area with the brush and then blur that particular area. You'll see the selection has been blurred. So this particular area across or along my hair, you'll see that across this face will get blurred. Okay, so you'll see that this is how I'm going to select the brush and then blur it. You can also select the whole image and then blur accordingly. Okay, then if we move down further, we have the shadows. So if you want to select the or adjust or provide the shadow outline or the angled shadow, you can select the shadows accordingly. Okay, so now here if you see, I have covered most of the special effect feature, the filters, Magic Studio, adjusting crop. Now this is not the full-fledged professional photo, professionally edited photo. I'm just here explaining you that you have lot of options to go ahead and edit the photos, right? So using these particular options, you can go ahead and edit all the photos, which will look absolutely professional once you understand the features that I have covered. I use this a lot to edit any of the pictures for my professional, for my personal use, for the business use, or for the training needs, right? So just go ahead, use this free feature within Canva. It's good enough for any of your personal and professional needs. I hope this was helpful and will help you in editing your photos within Canva. Thank you. See you in the next one with another great feature within Canva.